Happy Mother's Day, everyone. From the Den of Tools. Are you going to sing?
Mother's Day. No.
Oh, sounds like you're going to sing. Happy Mother's Day to you.
Thank you.
How's everyone doing tonight? Let me get this microphone adjusted to make sure our levels are good. Don't have any problems like we had last week. Who have we got in the house? Frank Landgriff, Mike, James Halon is around. Halon Wolf. Jesse King is here.
That's me.
Jennifer White Wolf. Hey, how's it going? How is everyone? And Barbecue 76 sliding in there. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms. Dides, greetings from Wisconsin. How is everyone doing tonight? It is I'm guessing we'll probably have a light audience as a lot of people will spending time with their moms this evening.
Absolutely.
What are you watching down there?
That's a commercial on your channel.
Wow.
Is
that for like Spanx or something?
Can't describe. Yes.
Wow.
Yep. Not sure why it's on here.
Jason Blair, how's it going? Chaka Gillis in the house.
Hey,
the truth
Chaka.
will be shared. Eric's in the house. Riley, Mark Olson.
Gravis 2000.
Scott Hayden, this is Happy Mother's Day to you and the missus.
Thank you.
And James said we're here because we love you.
I like it. Like it a lot.
Anyway, hey, just fair warning, we've had high winds up here in the Montana, and our internet is high-speed direct wireless. It means there's a little tiny antenna up on our house that points
Don't lie
towards...
to them. It's a little tiny gerbil in a wheel.
It's
Sometimes
a
it
gerbil
gets
in a
blown
wheel.
out.
Anyway, so we had most of the town was out on the internet for about 3 hours this afternoon. So we didn't even know if this was going to happen.
Yeah.
Hopefully we're back up and good for the rest of the evening. But if it happens again, sorry, just giving you a fair warning. Terry Raffizer.
Yes.
Raffizer. I never pronounce your name. Sorry, Terry. I'm always mangling your last name.
Happy, it says COVID-19 vacation. I think you mean COVID-19 vacation. Thank you so much for the super chat. And the bell brought to you by Brad's Workbench. Love you. Remember,
Tonight
you can't
is brought to you by Brad's
harm
Workbench.
me because I'm the mother in your
You
life.
are. Let's see here. Jason Blair says, Happy Mother's Day, Mrs. Bear.
Thank you.
Jennifer says, we're celebrating Mother's Day for my collie,
Aww.
Gladys. She's had 4 litters before retiring. Wow.
Aww. Well, she is definitely a mama, so hopefully she got something extra special for dinner.
Frank says, I am better than I deserve. Good.
Awesome.
I mean,
That's great.
I don't know about saying better than you deserve, but we're glad you're having a good day.
Halen Wolf says, I was thinking about you all. Father and I were watching a video from 1994, Encampment made into music video. That is so awesome. Very cool.
Yeah, they moved the encampment until first week of August, so hopefully they're still going to have it. We can get him into it.
Yeah.
We'll have to see.
Oh my goodness. Owen's Jeep Stuff says, good evening and happy Mother's Day. Sorry I've been missing the last 2 weeks. We had some family issues, but everything is much better, and I'm happy to make it back to see your show again.
Awesome.
Well, I am so sorry that you had some family stuff going on. But as we always say, family comes first. So you were missed, but we are grateful that you were back. And I'm going to ring the bell. Oh my goodness, there's a little person. Okay, put your little anti-cowbell things on. It's going to be loud, Griffey. Owen's Jeep Stuff, $10 super chat.
That's so much more tolerable.
No, I'm not giving you a cowbell. It's Mother's Day. I want to be able to hear sometime. Griffin's really excited about the cowbell. I feel like we missed a couple things.
Gene
Michael
says, howdy, Bear family. Hold on.
Yep.
Sliding off the page there. Howdy, Bear family. Happy Mother's Day. Hope all is well. All is going as well as can be expected. Yeah. We went out for lunch yesterday and dined in. It was amazing.
Very weird.
We got what we got? The dessert.
Oh, they made us a bunch of extra free food, and they made us a free dessert.
Special, yeah.
They were just thrilled to have people,
It was
in their bourbon cream beignets was the dessert.
Yep.
They made us an extra margarita pizza to go along with our lunch. It was at the Sport on Main in Livingston, which their kitchen was closed last year due to a remodel. They're back open. Great food. It was really good.
Yeah. Don't forget to guess the name of the bear.
Yeah, if you guess the name of the bear,
Tell them.
Not me. They have a big stuffed bear.
Oh,
yeah, you get a free shot. Good luck with that.
Griffin, Eleanor, lips sealed.
Michael says, "Good evening, Mr. and Mrs. Bear." Kirk says, "Happy Mother's Day."
Thank you.
Jennifer says, "Thanks for the details on Tecton this week." Yeah, people have been asking for me to do a series covering made in the USA tools. Tecton is one of the big companies that we talk about a lot here, and they have a significant portion of their tools made in the USA, so I decided to cover them first. I'm going to probably be doing like a video a week on this kind of series.
Griffin, goodbye.
Goodbye, me.
He's rolling on the floor because the Mother's Day has really come to him.
It's a dog.
Go on.
The Joe Smith, moderator number one, numero uno in the house. Who is that confident pretty woman next to you?
That's me, Mrs. DeBear. Unless there's another lady. And
I thought Eleanor was behind me. I was thought you were talking about
that might
Eleanor.
have been it.
Dwayne says, "Hey, Bears."
Hey. Oh, wow. Bing, bing from Robert Bray.
Bruce Park says, "I believe that is the Bear 30 cowbell."
That's right. It means that you can officially have a drink.
Yeah. We're going to be making pina coladas here later.
Wait a second. Scott said nothing like a good Mother's Day crawfish boil down in Louisiana.
Ooh, that sounds
I
good.
missed out. But I did get my favorite meal.
Missed out, huh?
I'm just saying I didn't have any crawfish.
Her favorite meal is, was it?
SOS or cream chip beef on toast?
Cream chip beef on toast.
Yep.
I swear my kidneys are shriveling up from all the salt in it.
Don't talk smack about my favorite dish.
Here's the funny thing. So I've been planning to make this for a couple weeks now. And I bought extra bread and she's like, "Why did you buy more bread?" I'm like, "Oh, no reason." And then what does she do? She gets up early and makes breakfast because that's what she wants to do. She made a really health conscious breakfast. You made, was it like maple sausage gravy on toast and eggs on eggs? So toast, eggs, dog.
She feels really needy.
Yes. And gravy, all that piled on. And then with a side of, I kid you not, chocolate chip cookies.
Hey, it's Mother's Day. If that's what moms want.
That
I actually didn't have toast with mine. I just had eggs and...
And then she sat down on the couch to do her favorite activity, which is watching really bad TV and movies. And she screwed it up and actually picked a good movie. I was stunned. I love you. Why are you giving me that look?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Hey, okay, hold on. Someone wants to say hi.
Can she go over here?
Sure,
Go.
Hi. Oh, yeah. Just a good girl.
Say hello.
Hi.
Say hi. She was super excited because in Montana she gets to be truck dog. She gets to go places, and sometimes if we go through a drive-through, although we haven't really this time because there's nothing really happening, they have dog treats. Lots of places have dog treats.
Anytime I go somewhere, do an errand around town or something like that, when we're up here and it's just me, I will let her go with me. So she knows if I make a move towards the door, it's like, if you're getting in the truck, the rule is I'm going with you.
Yeah, she's very excited about
And it's funny because I make her sit before when I open the door before she gets in. And I opened the door and she went to run in and she stopped and she skidded her halt. She sat down real quick and looked at me and she's like, I'm like, "Go on." And she leapt and curved around the door, trying to make it in, fell off, bounced off the steering wheel,
Aww.
flopped into the other seat and was like, "I meant to do that."
She's like, "I'm totally graceful." What? Terry with another $2 super chat says, "Name of bear is Barry, LOL." It's not, but that's a good guess. $2 super chat. Thank you, Terry. Cover your ears. Thank you, Terry. I feel like I missed. Oh, Sauerkraut is a new member.
Woohoo!
Yay! Where's the bing?
Oh, is that what that's for now?
Yeah. Well, it's for all kinds of things, but Sauerkraut, welcome, and I totally love the name. Bing, 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 bing. Welcome.
You can't do that. Not do that.
I can. I totally can. It's Mother's Day. I can do whatever I want. I can rule
It's
the world.
It's a federal law.
Psh. Cite it, or it's not true.
Frank says, I'm so happy that you are in Montana as the show starts an hour earlier. And that's why she was asking me, like, are you sure going to do this? I'm like, we get so many people who are on the East Coast or even the Midwest who wish we started a little bit earlier. So I feel it's a good compromise for everyone.
Eric with the $2.99 super chat says, all I heard was toast, eggs, dog. $2.99 super chat. Thank you so much. Pretty sure our neighbors think that we have some sort of like deranged farm situation.
I would say the dog was pretty sure that some of that breakfast was for her.
Yeah. Well, I did give her some eggs.
Here, give me that. I say this all the time. She's just picking up to move this out of her way. That with the Olight stuff that they send me, I really do use this all the time. It's on my Harbor Freight hat. I didn't even know that. But yeah, I have this one and the little black one stuck to another hat. I use these all the time. They're constantly connected because I can put it on and.
Okay, you're gonna blind people. Stop. People have seizures.
It's not blinking.
No, but it's very bright.
I can show you strobing ones. It's Mother's Day.
I can show you the hospital. Just as long as we're showing people
just
stuff.
Down the road.
Yes.
Frank says I just read that. Eric says new tools purchased heat gun to install stickers and a pry bar set from Harbor Freight. That's cool. Hey, speaking of sticker kind of stuff, one of the things that when we went back to Vegas last time I forgot was our vinyl cutter. So I'm going to be doing some custom print designs. In fact, it's been like Christmas here. We're realizing all the stuff didn't make it back with us. Yep. So we got the vinyl cutter here, so we're going to be doing some cool designs with stuff like that. Also, some people are asking about autographed copies of the book, the Home Distiller's Workbook. So we just found a box full of hardback, or not hardback, but paperback.
Physical books.
Physical books. So I'm going to add that shortly to the shop over at Den of Tools, and then people can order physical copies, and we'll do a complimentary signing on them if people are interested.
Yep.
Let's see here.
Matt. Oh, I think it jumped on you. Matt says, at the Den of Tools, howdy Tool Bear clan, happy Mother's Day to the missus. Thank you. Ryan says, hey y'all, any thoughts on the new Icon tools that came out? The swivel impacts and the long flex wrenches. And now mine just jumped.
They look cool, but I mean, I haven't had a chance to even look at them in person. I like the Icon. They look
like rebranded Mountain. Sorry, that was the part I didn't read. Robert Bray says, I out in shop smelling the tools. That sounds good. David Fry says, at the Den of Tools, happy Mama Bear Day. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Halen Wolf says, oh my gosh, next Monday, open dining in again. So close to my birthday. I hinted at my wife. Do you need me to send an email? Is there a specific place that we want to go? I'm just saying. I'm totally willing to say that.
It was weird. It was surreal sitting there. And everyone there was like just thrilled that we were there. I mean, we know these people. One of the guys who manages the place, and I know him personally. We're not like close friends or anything, but, hang around every so often, grab a drink together. It's a small town. You wind up at the same watering holes, that kind of stuff. And it was just weird. I mean, everyone was nice. I mean, eating there was fine. They didn't make it weird. It was weird.
It's just not something I think we're used to at this
point. We haven't done it in like 3 months.
Yeah. We actually sat there and figured out the last time we had gone out to eat in a restaurant and sat down was my birthday, which is in the beginning of February.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Matt says, howdy, Tool Bear Clan. Happy Mother's Day to Mrs. Bear.
Oh.
David Fry says, Happy Mama Bear Day.
Okay, I think I must have gone over some of the ones you did, because I met Frank went out to Harbor Freight and the shelves were wiped out. That's where we are.
Yes. Also, I want to say a big shout out, in case she's watching, to my ex-wife, who is back in Nevada by herself right now.
Yeah, that's very weird.
And but it's not only is it Mother's Day, but it's her birthday today. So she's spending it all by herself, and it's we're lucky enough that we have a good relationship, and that our kids, our two kids, besides the oldest, who is my child with her, but our two kids think of her as their second mom. And she just loves them a lot, and they love her a lot, and we kind of try to keep it going as one big happy family thing today. Yep. She's a jazz singer. She did a show today, and she did a shout out. It was an online virtual concert, and she did a shout out to them. It was really, really sweet. So
yeah.
Anyway, I just wanted to return the favor in case she's watching.
Yep. Happy birthday and happy Mother's Day.
That's gonna be kind of a bummer, your birthday and Mother's Day falling. It's like having your birthday and Christmas kind of thing.
Yep. Unless you're a twin and you share Mother's Day and your birthday.
Di says, loving the cowbell. Hope it was a fantastic Mother's Day. All those kiddos treating you well.
Yep.
They're doing okay. She did get to spend a lot of time just sitting on the couch relaxing with the dog.
I got to spend it exactly how I wanted. It's weird. The world that we live in right now, we're all staying home. But I made breakfast, and it was a weird breakfast, but it was exactly what I wanted. And I sat on the couch, and I was lord over the TV, which never happens. And
let's talk about your worst part of the day.
When the internet stopped working?
When the internet stopped working for a few hours, it was pretty bad.
The
worst part of the day was I tried to do something nice. She needed to run to the store, so I went to the store for her, to the grocery store. She gave me a list. I got everything on the list. However, I got the wrong corn on the cob. I got the 7-pack, which was on sale for $5. Apparently, there was another one you could get for a 6-pack of ears for $2 for the whole thing.
Yep.
And nothing ruins her day like a deal that got screwed up.
I wasn't going to mention it.
I knew by your face. It was like, oh.
No, I wasn't going to mention it to them. I knew that you knew that it was, the end of the world. No, I didn't explain it. But it's one of those things, because I typically do the grocery shopping, I do the couponing and the budgeting and whatever. But it was very nice. I didn't have to go to the store.
Ron says, we used to have wireless internet, but it was really great, but Sprint bought them and destroyed it. Now Sprint bought T-Mobile, and I'm hoping to bring it back.
Wow.
It's funny. I've had one office where we had wireless internet, just like we have here, where it's an antenna. It's pure directional, high-speed Wi-Fi. I had another one that used laser, and they had a tripod up on the roof with a laser pointing at it. And so it was on a one-story building, and somebody pulled up in a truck with a cherry picker and parked behind our building. And the internet went out, and we spent 5 hours trying to figure out why the internet was down. Calling them, they're like, we don't have a problem, but we're not getting a signal from you. Guy came out, went up on the roof. We couldn't go on the roof. It was
Against
the policy with the landlord and stuff. Guy goes on the roof. He's like, yeah, there's a truck just blocking your signal. It was the weirdest thing. And why he had the cherry picker up is it wasn't all the way extended. It was it should have been, when traveling, it should have been flat, and it was at a 35, 40 degree angle.
I have a theory about that.
He did it on purpose?
Hooligans. People that are nefarious and are going to mess with the cherry picker.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Climb in, mess with it.
Barbecue 76 says, I have a special video coming for you per your request and all my loyal subscribers, both of you. I have the tools, the ability, and one day, I hope, have the time. That's funny. Both of my subscribers, both of them. Thoughts on the Bauer thickness planer worth the money replaceable blades? Yeah, the Bauer is, I got to do a video on thickness planers. So that style is called a lunchbox planer because when the two wings fold up, it looks kind of like a lunchbox. I'm pretty sure there's like 2 or 3 factories that make all of them. Everyone has one. Rigid has one. DeWalt has one. Porter Cable has one. Win has one. Delta has one. And they're all the same, essentially. There's 2 styles. There's one that has 4 posts that come up, and then it goes across, creates a little bit more of a frame. There's one that has just 2 posts that come up on the other side. So the 4-post ones are marginally better, and the Bauer is one of those. But basically, it comes down to cost performance, because when it's on sale for $250, it's probably the best deal on a thickness planer in that price range. It is great as a hobbyist kind of thing, homeowner, DIYer kind of stuff. You're never going to get rid of all the snipe on any lunchbox planers. If you can try doing everything you want, you're never going to happen. Even high-end planers have to fight with the issue of snipe. You're going to have to jump up to like $500, $600 for the DeWalt to get something that is significantly better. And it is significantly better. But yeah, you can put new blades in it just like all the other ones. It's a pain in the butt just like all the other ones. Trying to get the blades, there's the system that holds them in places. It wants to go and have a blade leap out and slice you like Wolverine or something.
That sounds like a really great feature.
It is. It's a feature. And so anyway, yeah, if your budget is DIY kind of stuff, the Bauer at $250 is the best buy you're going to get on it. I'm not saying it's better than the other ones. It's probably about exactly the same. And we welcome Sauerkraut. And Dude McMahon says, I hope you get that tour of Rocky Mountain to us. I'd really like to get your take on them. I love their bits. I've been using them for years. Now, I met them at a trade show. I think it was about a year and a half, 2 years ago. And they seemed like great guys. They really did. And they have some really cool tools. And I did know that most of their stuff is made in the U.S. The really cool stuff, which is the stuff that attaches to the recip saw, is not made in the U.S. or the kit for it isn't made in the U.S. But now that we're up here in Montana, I am hoping to work out a thing to go and do a video interview and tour of their facility. It's up near. I haven't talked to you about it. It's up near Whitefish. So we could do
any
a day
excuse
trip
to go to Whitefish. That's what I'm hearing.
Well, it's right next to Glacier National Park is what the excuse is.
Yeah. Shaka, super shocking with the $2 super chat.
Is Shaka chatting to tell us how much they love Ryobi?
It's like that, but different.
Oh.
Ryobi is trash. Stay home equals, yeah. $2 super chat. Hello.
Gary says, good evening from the North Woods of Wisconsin, headed in the cities. And let's see here. Hey, and everyone, seems like we got a lot of new people here in the chat. Right up here, as you may notice, right there, it says, please type at the Den of Tools if you want us to read your messages. There's a lot of conversations that go back and forth between viewers, and we can't read every single line. And I really do try to read every single message that is addressed to us. So if you address it to us, I will read it. If you don't address it to us, I might see it, I might not. I'm not looking for, but they show up with a big orange blurb, so I know you're talking to us rather than just chatting amongst yourselves, which of course is totally fine. So make sure you put that in there. And Gary says, cool 44 here in Wisconsin. It was trying to snow yesterday. We have a 25% chance of snow tomorrow. Low tonight of 31 degrees. 31 degrees.
I like it. I like it a lot better than like 120.
It's May.
I'm okay with it.
May.
I'm okay
and it's
with it.
31 degrees.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Love it.
At least it's not 110. So
Yep.
there's a good chance we'll wake up to a nice little white dusting tomorrow. The kids would love it. They'd
Yep.
be thrilled. And let's see here.
Sweeter Kraut says sauerkraut got a shout out. What about Sweeter Kraut? Well, sauerkraut got a shout out because sauerkraut became a member. So there's a little notification.
We have somebody named Sweeter Kraut too?
Yes.
That's
And
awesome. Are
they're-
you two related? Tell me your husband and wife. That would be so awesome.
It would be like, yeah. And then they'd be mad because we're having favorites. It's like children. No favorites.
I don't have favorites with the children. Of course I do. It's the dog.
We tell the children that all the time.
Yes. What was it? Jennifer, good question, Luke. Good question. Did Luke ask a question, Luke?
When
Luke.
Harbor Freight does a grand opening at a new store, are there any specials not normally available?
I would have to definitely say that is a possibility that I don't know anything about.
Because I don't think we've been at a store
I've never been at a store opening, and no one's ever talked to me about it. And that's a really good question. I've never asked that.
Someone said at the very beginning that they're opening a new one in Texas. Maybe, I can't see it.
Yeah, they're opening
Anyways.
a bunch of new stores. If you've been to one of these grand openings,
And have experience.
I do know that when they opened the 1,000th store in Kentucky, you could get one of these hats. I happened to, somebody actually got one of these and sent it to me. Sorry, whatever that was, I flicked over on you.
Fred Hill says, off to cut the beard off. I'll be right back.
Uh-oh.
Frank Hill, I cannot speak English. I apologize. I can't wait to see the new look. $1.99 super chat. Thank you.
Matt says, perfect timing in the live stream. I just sat down to eat, turned on YouTube, and there you were.
That's right.
Well, we planned it that way.
We did.
Let's see here. Leonard Trigger says, happy Mother's Day to Bear.
Thank you.
And James says, ooh, when she does the bells, you do the strobe light.
No, not if he wants to live. Nope.
We'd get sued. Somebody would have a seizure. I would probably.
Oh, cool. Jennifer Whitewolf says, I'll be going to Harbor Freight in a few days. Need a silver heavy-duty tarp. Hope they have them. We are currently using one.
Yeah, it's covering my workbench outside
Yes.
right now. And I just had to re-bungee it down. The winds around here are fierce.
Howling. Thank you. Princess Jamie said, happy Mother's Day, Mrs. Bear. Yes, you can talk now.
Joe Smith says, why do employees think you have to have enough cash to pay wages for 20 years before they start? They they get paid from daily revenue no matter where they... Joe, that is a big thing. It's for some reason I found that there's this attitude that people believe that the money that pays them comes from a magical place that is always filled with vast sums of money and huge bank accounts. And when you tell people that that's not the case, they lose their mind. And even with larger companies, typically what they do is they have an account they have a special account that wages come from that is set to always maintain zero. And I can't remember exactly why. There was something accounting wise.
I was going to say
I
taxes.
dealt with this. Yeah, something. But basically they just put the money into the account prior to running payroll, and then the account sits at zero. There's an HR reason behind it. But the fact of the matter is that, especially with smaller companies, if the company doesn't get paid, quite often it's hard to, if it happens enough times, it's hard to pay the employees. I mean, it happens.
Yeah.
And people who don't ever run businesses don't understand that this is a real situation. Jeff asks if I have any sources at Harbor Freight and wondering if they're going to come to Canada. I do have sources at Harbor Freight. Got a lot of people who reach out to me. I've never once heard that they intend to move to Canada. Not saying they don't. I've just never heard that. I haven't heard, basically saying I haven't heard that they're not going to do it. But it would be interesting. They'd be competing directly though with Princess. Is it Princess Auto? It's like Harbor Freight plus like an O'Reilly's or something is the way I understand it. The General White Wolf smelling tools. Hey, whatever floats your boat. Yeah.
Hey, we don't judge.
And let's see here. Princess Jamie, happy Mother's Day to Mrs. DeBear. Enough.
Yeah.
Fred Hill says, enough is enough. I have to shave this beard off.
Oh, apparently I'm not talking loud enough. Sorry, Eric.
Let me hear you talk.
Hello and welcome to the Den of Tools.
See, now when you talk fine, but then you get relaxed and you start using your quiet voice and nobody can hear you.
It's Mother's Day. Do I need to remind you? Shh. Quiet time for you.
Kirk says if she wants to do anything she wants to do on Mother's Day, just wait till Father's Day next month.
Yep.
Michael, hey Michael, how's it going, man? Caught a sign of real life last night. Seems the band at the local bar was playing loud enough to hear from 250 yards away.
Wow.
There you go. And David Fry says, if you didn't cover it already, why the switching seats? Any reason? Yeah, it's the way my desk was set up before. I was all the way over to the right and the open area was to the left. Well, it's the opposite here. I'm set up to the left because there's another room over that way. So if I sit there all the time, we can't get over there. So it's just the way things are set up. There's no, big rhyme or reason behind it. Just the flow of the room.
Fred Hill.
Fred Hill says, we had a freeze warning in Denver. Oh. And Princess Jamie says, that's great news that the less that you are, that we're amicable with she says, my ex-husband and I are best friends. That's great.
Yeah.
Jennifer says, is her singing online or live and gone? Got a link URL. It's on, you can't access it.
And gone.
Yeah, I'm trying to, what the name of the venue is that she uses. But it's this thing like you have to watch it right then. You have to buy tickets. They only sell so many tickets to it. It's kind of weird. But
I'm totally blanking on what the name is. It's weird.
Yeah. It's, oh, come on. Let me see here. Stage It.
Yes.
That's it. And,
but she does, she's currently doing that because of all of the, everything being shut down, but she has gigs in Vegas where she's live and.
Yeah. She's got does she have a YouTube page or YouTube channel?
I don't know.
I think she does. I'll have to find out. And Jeff Hurley says, love the channel. Thank you very much, sir. And nice name there. Appreciate the name. Kathy says, I need a new table saw and heavy budget of $300. What would you recommend? Well, are you looking for a compact job site saw, a standard job site saw, or a hybrid saw? Definitely not looking for a cabinet saw at $300. The other thing you could do is get a really good track saw. You can get a nice track saw for $300. I wonder how much that Makita one. Actually, I think it's a little bit more. Let's see here. Hipsters and hippies in the house. Scott Munzensky.
So yes,
Scott?
we see that you're saying at the Den of Tools, but I don't see some. Oh, keep the American Tools videos coming. I think he was just figuring out how to do that.
I'm just trying to figure out how to pronounce the last name. Munzensky, I think.
Monk. There's a C.
Yeah, but I think the C and the Z, because it's Eastern European.
Okay, Scott, if you could tell us how to phonetically say
we
your
just
last
like to try and figure this stuff out because we're
really
terrible at it.
Because it's a pet peeve of mine to say names incorrectly.
Princess Jamie says HughesNet is gross. Is that the satellite stuff?
That is what I've heard.
From what I've seen from satellite internet is that it's incredibly fast, but the latency is slow. So to give you guys who are not technical, who don't understand what that means, basically think of it as having really big pipe of data and stuff moves through it real fast. But when you ask for it, the guy at the other end is asleep. He's like, what? Huh?
I think I might be burning dessert. I know you have more things to read. I saw Las Vegas Unfiltered is here somewhere.
Las Vegas Unfiltered, congratulations on the new job, man.
I have to go check on dessert or I'm going to burn the house down. I shall return.
Oh, and I might be getting a deal for you. We need to talk.
Clarify who you're talking to.
No, I just want them all to wonder who I'm talking to. Fred Hill says, if it was for my 37-year-old daughter, I would never know what my ex-wife was doing. Let's see here. Daughter Roz in the house. She made it. Santa squirms. Nice. Robert says, nice to see both again. Thank you very much, sir. Gary Georges says, Happy Mother's Day. Mrs. Bear, can't stick around for tonight's stream. Just wanted to jump in and give you guys a like. Thank you very much, Gary. We appreciate it. Let's see here. Wolfie in the house. Actually, it was T-Mobile that bought up Sprint. Yeah. You never really know with those kind of mergers what's really going on. Let's see here. Sauerkraut says, we had a microwave dish used for Wi-Fi in the early 2000s. We're going to have wireless replacing coax for sure, but not for another decade. So we'd set up a new office and tried to get high speed, and this was in Silicon Valley, so a lot of places had fiber. So we reach out to the local AT&T and ask about fiber getting on their local loop, and they're like, yeah, it doesn't go to your building, but for $45,000 we can build a branch. I'm like, hell no. And I did a bunch of research. We looked at multiple DSL lines and trunking them together and a bunch of stuff, and ended up that's the first place we did with the directional Wi-Fi. And with that one, we actually, because we're literally a valley, we hit an antenna that was up, or a repeater that was up on a ridge, bounced back down to the provider who was in the middle of San Jose. And that was really fun setting up. We had to go up there, and on that one, I actually went up on the roof and set up the whole thing, and had to, try and get this thing for the targeting and whatnot. You had this little, it was like a box about this big, and it had like 10 lights. I think like 7 of them were red and 3 were green, and you had to get it so you had at least 2 green lights. And so you're just going back and forth because you had to be spot on at that distance because you're talking 15 miles to the repeater and then probably another 15 back down. So anyway, sorry, I'm getting off topic here. Big Fudge asks, where is our Hercules support? It seems like they're going more with Bauer's. Hercules is being forgotten. They definitely did lean into Bauer in the beginning. And 2020 was supposed to be the year of Hercules, and instead it turned out to be the year of COVID. So we were hoping by now to start seeing a rollout of new Hercules tools. I think that's going to get pushed back to end of third, beginning of fourth quarter this year. And let's see here. We talked about the table saw, so we're waiting for what size saw you're looking for. Fred Hill says AT&T has hosed their cell phone service. They've hosed DirecTV, so they're screwing up everything they touch. I at some point I agree with you. I have AT&T cell phone service, but only because Verizon is stupidly expensive and charges you for every little thing, and Sprint and / T-Mobile are just not an option in the places where we live. Up here, you won't get anything, and in Vegas, the service is spotty at best. James says, dang it, do the strobe light when she doesn't count. She will straight up murder me or make me sleep on the couch, which is worse. Jeff, are you going deaf on your right side? What? Usually my left side is worse, but yeah, just kind of balance it off. Fred Hill, off to cut the beard. Did you ring for Fred's $1.99? I did. Oh, she did. Dang it. Princess Jamie says, it's the 80s here in San Antonio. Oh, 80 degrees. I thought you were talking about like Flashback to the 80s. DD Driller says, how y'all doing? We're doing pretty good. Sunday evening, hanging out with our friends here, talking tools, tech, and Mother's Day.
Really hot.
Oh, wow.
So you can burn your mouth live on TV.
Barbecue 76 says, I'm freaking tired of this stuff. Okay, rant over. Remember, sensor advisory, parental guidance, my thoughts I can share on a family channel. I take it you're talking about the being stuck inside part, because I'm pretty tired of it myself.
I thought he was saying that the auto thing had censored something he was saying.
Oh, no.
But I could be wrong.
He was self-censoring.
I'm back. I did not burn the house down.
You kind of
Shush. Did you read Kathy's thing saying she needs a new table saw and have a budget of $300? What would you recommend?
I did.
Previously?
Well, she commented before.
Okay.
And I asked what size saw she was looking for.
So we're still waiting for that.
Recommendation for a Tiny Pyramid says recommendation for a starter set of 1/2-inch shank router bits. I have to admit, I am not the router guy. What I do when I buy routers is, or when I need routers is, or bits, I buy an inexpensive large set that covers everything. I usually order off of Amazon or something like that. And then when I have a specific job that I'm going to do repeatedly, or I need a higher level of quality for, I'll buy that specific bit from something better. I'll get it usually through Bosch is my go-to. There's other ones out there. Freud has some good ones. Even Skill makes some decent ones that are better than like the cheap ones. But that's the way I do it. I don't like, I guess, and I just know Bosch from a long time ago was like the go-to. They made great bits. I'm really not up on routers, so it's really inappropriate of me to comment about what's the best right now to buy.
Maintenance Man, $4.99 super chat.
Maintenance Man in the house. How's it going, sir?
Thank you so much for the super chat.
What?
That's right. Okay, you can't put it back. You can put the ice cream in a different container. She decided she didn't like the pie and she wanted to put it back. It's covered in ice cream, so I told her no, she cannot put it back.
We're having fruit pie a la mode.
Yeah.
It's basically apple pie with some extra tines of fruit in it. Let's see here. 23, Gary mentions this morning in Wisconsin. Yeah.
Ooh, that's cold.
Oh, freaking mustache. Gary says the Bears are out. The Bears are and out. We had one in the front yard Friday. Oh my! Wasn't me.
Who was that?
Gary.
Sorry.
Hey, Kathy, just so you know, I do read everything, so please don't repeat yourself. I just get behind is all. So I'm not going to get to it any sooner. I'm not going to miss it either. DD Driller says, are they bird tattoos on Mrs. Bear and my son's a tattoo artist? Yes, she's got sparrows.
Oh, I thought you were talking about me. I was like, I don't have sparrows.
Well, yes, he was talking, so that was... Yes, I told you can have the ice cream, just don't put the pie back.
Do you want some
Different
quick on it?
container.
Huh? Yeah.
Don't go down that road.
What's quick?
Wait, can I put it on?
No. You can bring it here and I will help you.
Don't use a plastic spoon, you'll break it.
Leonard says they draw interest on every dollar not in payroll. Yes. Las Vegas Unfiltered says, tell all the mothers happy birthday for me.
Thank you so much. That is really sweet. So happy Mother's Day to all of the mothers that are here with us. Or if you have a mother with you and you haven't said happy Mother's Day to her, maybe take a second to go say happy Mother's Day.
DR Falcon says, I get to go home tomorrow if the fever stays away.
Yay!
Yes.
I have been thinking about you. I did not get an email from you. So
We were talking about you.
yes, we were concerned. So I hope that you get out of the hospital tomorrow. Please feel free to reach out. Seriously. I tend to have insomnia, so it could be a random email that I'll send you at 2 o'clock in the morning. Just saying, it's a possibility. So I hope the fever stays away, and I hope you get to go home tomorrow.
Speaking of other people that we're worried about, William Logan, we haven't heard from him in a while. Gary P, we haven't heard from in a while. And
sorry to interrupt. If any of you guys are friends and you guys hear from them, just letting us know that you've heard from them and they're okay would be awesome. I totally understand we're busy. We're also all sheltering in place, but we are concerned for our friends that we haven't heard from in a while. Sorry to interrupt, Jenny.
No, and who else was it? We were just talking about him.
Ed, the old tech guy.
Ed, the old tech guy.
If not,
if I eat most of this, can I have more ice cream?
sure. Can we not ask 57 questions about ice cream right now? Thanks. So we are definitely thinking about you, Ed, and we miss you.
His family's been going through a tough time, and so if you got any extra prayers to throw in that way, they could really use it.
Yeah. And Gramoot, I have not seen you on here today, honey, but I thought about you all day. So I know lots of us are able to celebrate Mother's Day with our mothers. Some of us are not for various reasons. So I know Mother's Day. I know all holidays are kind of hard. So I just want to say that we are always here. You guys know how to email us. And we are definitely thinking about you. And again, if you've heard from any of our friends that we haven't heard from in a while, just let us know. And I super appreciate that you let us know that you might get out of the hospital. Why am I having a moment where I can't think of your name right this very second?
DR Falcon?
Yes. Thank you.
We're terrible with names.
We are.
Steven says...
I don't even know who you are.
She really doesn't.
Nope.
I'll be able to stick around longer tonight. Don't have to work tomorrow. Started temporarily working Sundays today, so I may have some Mondays off.
Yay. I mean, sad that you have to work Sundays, but yay for Mondays off.
Golf and Guns comments that track saws are so convenient. I have to say that the older I get, the less I like working with table saws and the more I like working with track saws. Track saws, I just feel I have a lot more control for a lot of stuff. There are some things, like for doing crosscuts, I have no issue with doing crosscuts. I love, no issue. I love using a table saw for crosscuts. Get a good, miter, crosscut sled, something like that. For doing ripping and stuff like that, unless it's a large, like a cabinet saw or a big hybrid saw, I would probably rather just do it on a track saw. Let's see here. Dave Fry says, watched a video on the top table saws, Hitachi taking first place. Hitachi does have a good saw, and it was on sale for like $300 recently. They do a system similar to the DeWalt's but rather than ratcheting, I think it uses a chain for the adjustment on it.
I'll be right back.
Which adds some weight to it. But that said, it's not a bad saw. And then that is now called the Metabo, and it's the same thing. And I think they're selling it with a stand for $350. So that's not a bad deal. Yeah, Jennifer comments that we should probably ease off politics. Yeah, guys, if you want to talk politics, come over and hang out over on the Bears Den. We do a morning live stream for about an hour, Monday through Friday. We cover stocks, news, weather, whatever we feel like. We try to keep this one, stress-free, if you will.
Dad, do you actually need the Nesquik?
If you want... What?
I already know where it is.
Yes, bring it here and I will help you. Because I don't trust you on your own with Nesquik. This guy's garage. Fiber is awesome. Fiber is awesome. And a lot of guys don't like working with fiber. I've run a lot of fiber, polishing ends, the whole thing. And I like working with it. It's fun. That said, it's expensive to get run, if they have to. Can I help you?
I'm waiting for Elmer to.
Okay. Let's see here. I knew it was going to jump on me. Matthew Bean. Hey, Matthew. How's it going? Howdy, Bears. Happy Mother's Day, y'all. I was a first customer at Northern Tool in North Houston. I always get a kick that Northern Tool is down south. Let's see here. Mike Adams in the house. Jeff, maybe you can get away with wrapping the missus with aluminum foil to improve your internet reception after Mother's Day. And Michael Glazer says, I see her front, not her back. All right, I got to help the littles here. I picked up a treat for them. The old school way of having chocolate ice cream. Do you have a spoon? Here, just give it to me. This is going to be special.
So all we have to do is drizzle this on there and just like mix it up.
Yeah.
That looks like a lot.
It's fine. Do you want some too, Griffin?
Yes, please. Can I like microwave this to melt it?
Nope. There you go.
Thank you.
Does anybody else want any Nesquik?
Here's Mike.
Sorry about that. Having to deal with the Cubs. All right, now we're doing live stream, so you're going to leave us alone for a little while, right? You sure? Mm-hmm. Not 5 million questions?
Not 5 million questions.
All right. Oh, let's see here. Ronald says, thank the mods for their jobs, and don't forget, if you join the club, you get a bear with your name. Oh, yes, thank you. Which, by the way, we should probably do a mod shout out. Thank you, by the way, for all our mods, and that means that you too, yes, you can adopt a mod. Our Adopt a Mod program is easy to do. There's no screening process involved. All you do is choose from your fine array of your favorite mods here. That's anyone whose name is in blue. They got a blue wrench behind their name there. And basically what it is most of our mods who are very nice people, they're also creators in their own right. So not only do they spend their time helping out on the channel here, making sure we keep things family friendly, answering questions I can't get to, reminding people to type in like at the den of tools and stuff like that. They also have their own YouTube channels. So, Joe Smith and Friends does a great channel where every Friday he does Joe Smith After Dark, where he interviews a YouTuber and talks about, what it's like being a YouTuber and what their background is. I was, if you ever want to find out what my full background was, I'm on there as well. So you can go and listen to him, get all the, the dirty truths, out from my history and such. Who else we got? Maintenance Man. He's got a great channel. Of course, gotta say, big thanks to Brad's Workbench and others. But yeah, anyway, adopt one of them, go over there and give one of their videos a like, give them a thumbs up, maybe even consider subscribing. Might have, some of the best new content you haven't seen yet. So we like to support the whole YouTube community here. So, share the love, if you will. And let's see here. Barbecue 76 with a $30.76 super chat.
Holy
says,
guacamole.
Happy Mom's Day, Mrs. Bear.
I bet you 76 cents was to make Mom mad.
Yeah, you think? You're anything, and I know you are, like my wife. You do everything for the kids, and Mr. Bear is in the background when it comes to that. Thanks for being a mom. She really, really does. I couldn't do any of this without her.
Well, I love you guys. You guys, thank you for helping to make me a mom. And thank you guys for being
pleasure.
Awesome. You're welcome. Thank you so much, Barbecue 76. That is huge. And I know that you definitely made sure to say Happy Mother's Day and spoil your wife as well. So thank you so much. Hang on. I'm ringing the bell. Thank you. I'm telling you, it's hard not with the bing, but a bing, bing. There's no bing, 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 bing. Thank you so much, Barbecue 76.
I've got pie in my mustache now.
My job is done.
All right. Where was I? Ronald Smith says, thank the Maslow. Oh, we just did that one. Michael says, just dreaming here. Ever see the Maslow CNC router that can do a 4x8 sheet? Various vids on the YouTube one. Let's see here.
Leonard.
So I'm trying to think about it. The Maslow CNC. I don't know that one by name. Are you talking about one CNC that can do an entire sheet of plywood? Because there's a couple of them that I've seen that will do that. I'm trying to think of the one I see most often. I can't remember the name of it. I've had a smaller CNC to do like by 3 foot by 3 foot, and what we're talking about there is essentially they're router tables. They're an automated router table. So not really what most people think of when they think CNC. You're not talking like a 5-axis kind of thing. You're talking 2.5 axis. But they're pretty cool for doing automatic cutouts and that kind of thing.
Sorry, I'm laughing. Griffin's like running breakneck speed. Nope.
All right. Jennifer says, half-inch router bits, rather than a set, buy exactly only what you need at routerbits.com. Good prices, quality, and services. Wow. I had no idea there was something like that. I'm going to have to check that out right now.
And somebody, I think it was this one's garage, I don't think it's on here, said that he had to go because he had to go to his mama's. And I would say yes. Everybody who has not called their mama or hugged their mama or whatever their mama, you should probably go do that right now.
Let's see here. Hold on here. And then Fred says, Bear, did you ever use microwave for internet? Didn't last long. No, I never used the microwave. I did stand in front of a microwave repeater one time and my fillings got hot.
I told you microwaves are bad.
Hipsters and hippies. Ed is currently still okay. I was talking to him on Friday. Everyone was okay last I heard from him on Friday.
Yes.
Good. Craig says, I miss her Bings. Any suggestion for decent yet inexpensive pressure washers? You know, the Harbor Freight one here's how good it is as far as inexpensive around the house electric pressure washer. It was good enough they sent me one for free that I did the video on. And then I bought one for here. So and on top of that, I had another company that sent me one to test, and it's still back in Nevada because it was that good. And anyway, the low end, the less expensive DIY pressure washers, really all you're doing is paying for features. They don't really do that much more. You have to step up to a fairly high-end one or a gas one if you want to get some significant pressure to it.
We're still working things out here.
Fred Hill says, our town has its own internet service called Nextlight. It's fiber optic and runs up to 1 gigabyte. Wow, that's pretty snazzy. I wish we had something like that.
Not for you. She is trying to eat pie. Can I help you? Go lay down.
Fred Hill says, I know SpaceX has a contract for space-based internet service that's supposed to be stupidly fast. Yeah, everyone's, all the astronomers are ticked at them for putting up all those satellites. David Fry says, looking for a good table saw. My wife had one when we got together, but don't have the heart to tell her it stinks.
That's hard.
Well, again, I'm going to repeat that I need to know what size you're looking for because there's good ones at all the different sizes, and I don't want to spend a bunch of time. But are you looking for a compact, a mobile, a job site, a hybrid, a cabinet? Ronson says, well, since you've given out everything that everybody else, might as well get something to me. I can use the extra weight. I'm losing too much.
I'm not sure that that's possible.
Yeah. James says, well, I'll just imagine the strobe light, and it was beautiful. He wanted us to do the strobe light with the bell.
I know. James, it's okay. You need therapy.
We'll get some glow sticks to go with it. It'd be like a dance rave party thing. Let's see here. Princess Jamie says she's looking at the Tecton angle wrenches. I got to say, up until I knew most of the stuff that they had that was made in the USA. I didn't realize until I did the research on it that the angle wrenches were made in the USA. I was stunned by that. Let's see here. Mike Adams says, when Jesse rung the cobalt, my mother isn't drinking, but it still scared the Schlitz out of her. Sorry.
Fred. He didn't do it's at the Sen of Tools. It says the tattoo I asked you about is itching. The difference is the tattoo is solid black. That may make a difference. This is the first Mother's Day without my mom. Oh. I'm sorry. You have more. I guess I have some solid black tattoos. Are all of yours color? Now I can't remember.
No, the one on my leg, my calf.
Okay.
The Pacific Islander one is.
I'm trying to remember.
It's all black. That one doesn't itch at all. The one that itches the most is this one. You can't see it.
Yeah, you still can't see it. Yeah, your arm doesn't turn that way.
There.
Yeah.
There we go.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I can't figure out this whole camera thing. I would be terrible as a weatherman. So that one itches the most.
And the one of mine that itches has color. So I don't know.
I'm sliding down to my chair now.
Yep.
Excuse me while I
Pardonnez-moi.
Adjust myself.
Oh, do not start with the
with the accents?
Yeah. Nope.
She hates it. Hates it when I do the kind of fake accent thing.
Yeah. It's because it's terrible. Do not encourage him. It's like, don't feed the bears. Do not encourage him. Also, don't tell him that you have a free boat. Really. Don't tell him that.
Who has a free boat?
No one has a free boat. No one in the universe has a free boat. Do not give him a boat. Love you.
That's the most hateful thing you've ever said to me.
It's Mother's Day. What are you going to do?
Wait until Father's Day and make your life hell.
That's probably. Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Barbecue 76, honey, have you been drinking? Another $30.76 super chat says the mom in my house appreciates not hearing bing da bing coming from the garage. This one's for you, Mrs. DeBear. Mom, don't let that Jeff guy try to buy some tools with it. Don't worry, I won't.
I don't think he wants the bing.
Okay, so you want this one?
I think so.
Okay. If it turns out that you need the bing bada bing bing, let me know and I can do some more binging. So thank you so much for the super chat. Barbecue 76.
You're making me make a mess of myself over here.
I'm not sure that I'm responsible for that.
Oh, you are.
What are you doing, little bear? Of course, keyboard and
yeah.
So thank you so much, Barbecue 76.
Leonard comments that what we're missing is a mirror ball.
I don't know if missing is the right word.
Get a little fog machine going. Oh yeah. And Steve comments.
Zaffiel, no, I did not say that. Mrs. DeBear did not say that we should find free sailboats in our area. That is not what I said.
Yes, you should.
Not unless you plan to come over and freely help him put it together.
What does that mean?
That means, like, if they're planning to come over and help you make it great, awesome. They can tell you about free sailboats. But if you're just going to bring a free sailboat home.
You're the one who brings home projects that I then have to work on.
Okay, we're not talking about me.
The stuff I work on gets done.
We're not talking about me.
Yeah.
I sold that vacuum cleaner. I sold that vacuum cleaner for $10. Thank you very much.
Oh, and the and that whatchamacallit, that jogging stroller.
Yes.
You sold that for a bunch of money.
$200.
But that trampoline that was a tetanus playground, that was ridiculous.
You're going to be quiet.
And the bikes.
No.
Multiple bikes.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
I have to stop because it's Mother's Day.
That's right.
Golfing guns. Excuse me while I whip this out.
we're family friendly. Hello.
Frank says, free boats are awesome. Free boats are awesome. The
Barbecue 76 says, yeah, I had a drink, but those are free for all you do. Oh, thank you so much. So we don't like the bing, but a bing. Okay.
I'm trying to think. My last boat was. Go on. Oh my gosh!
Thank you, Barbecue 76.
You made the dog run in the other room.
No, she's looking for pie.
Oh, you gonna get him? You gonna get him? What are you
She
getting?
hears something outside. The
What are you
hilarious
getting?
part is
What are you getting?
we're on the second story, and that's like, what do you call that?
What is it?
What do you call it?
The balcony?
Balcony. That's the word.
We have a narrow balcony the full length of the back of the house. And the only way to get to it is from inside the house. There's no external access.
So I don't know what she is barking at, but.
And she's looking up high.
And she's not a barker. She doesn't normally make noise.
Yeah, she does. She makes lots of noise if she hears someone outside.
And you're right next to her.
And you're in the vicinity. I heard something the other night. We heard something. She starts barking, so I go to see what it is. And I go to open the door, and the idea is I'll open the door, she'll rush out, and I can see what's going on. I open the door, I look down, the dog is behind me.
She's like, no, it's okay. You go
looking
first.
around my leg like, did you get him? She's a coward who thinks highly of herself.
Oh, maybe it's Thunder. Man Caver Tools, $5 super chat, says, I'm trying to get used to your guys' stream schedule, but I am here. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Ooh, that rang my bell. Man Caver Tools, so we are every Sunday from 6 to 9, we are spinning. That's not a good sign. Do you see?
I see.
Monday through Friday, we are in the morning. From 6:30 to 7:30, right? No. 7. No, I'm
9:30 to 10:30 East Coast time.
Yes. But we gave them times for not East Coast time for everything else.
Yes.
Anyways, just look us up. Sorry, we're confusing. Princess Jamie, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. It says, here's something for you all. Hopefully no more interruptions. Thank you. $5 super chat. You are such an anti-cowbellist. Bella, it's going to be loud. She's like tripping out. Thank you so much. I am going to keep up with the super chats. Zapfiel says, dog must be going after Internet Monster. So Groovejet says, buffering. Is there something out there? Weather?
I don't see anything.
So they're saying we're buffering pretty badly, honey.
Type in the chat. See if they can. Move.
Oh, it looks like daughter of Ra. So it looks like you guys lost us. I can see my message. Refreshing. How do I refresh this, honey? Honey? So we are working on it. So I am not the technical person. It's okay, Bella. Jeff,
What?
I need your help.
I'm coming. Lay down. It's fine.
So they are trying to refresh it and it's just showing the last part. So can you tell me what to do?
What's going on?
We were buffering. Now no one can see anything. So we need to like
There's nothing we can do.
When they hit refresh, it just shows like the last 30 seconds.
Yeah, that's a dead stream.
What do you want me to say? Did you figure out what she's freaking out about?
Bella, it's okay. There's no one out there.
Dr. Rock gets company. Aww. It makes him a sad panda. Welcome back to the Den of Pie.
Is that working?
I'm not sure.
Did that really work?
Hello?
Is this thing on? No, it looks like we're buffering again.
Yes, I don't know if anyone can hear us, but Michael's right. It's time to adopt your favorite mod.
We just did that.
No, he's telling people to do that.
Okay, we're going to